Wow, an anime series that isn't based on a manga. That is very rare nowadays, but it isn't original either. Little Witch Academia started out with two short films, the first one being released in 2013 and the next one released 2 years later. Before anyone asks, you don't have to watch the shorts since they're in their own separate continuity, but check them out when you can. This video will only cover the TV series. A young girl named Akko attends a witch school called Luna Nova, hoping to be like her idol, Shiny Chariot. Unfortunately, she is mocked by some of her classmates due to her not coming from a family of witches. Despite that, she befriends some of the students who help her out on her journey. There's Lotte, a shy and soft-spoken girl who serves as the voice of reason, and Susie, a mischievous mushroom-loving girl who likes to perform experiments on Akko. Together, they have some adventures while learning magic in the meantime and running into a good number of colorful characters. So, how do I explain my love for this series? Yeah, I know it's kind of early to say, but I'm serious. I really love this anime. Well, I think we should start with what most people compare this series to, and that being Harry Potter. Now, while there are a bunch of comparisons, I will say that there are enough major differences that make it stand out. Here, magic works differently, whereas a particular power source called the Sorcerer's Stone, I might add. The world is very bright and colorful, unlike the Potter films, which had color but mostly had a dark, gloomy, and mysterious atmosphere. The main character is not a chosen one or special in any way. She has to work hard and practice in order to do well in magic. And Harry's friends are super supportive, while Akko's friends are... I'll get to that later. A lot of the people she meets aren't one-dimensional people. Most of them actually develop, with Diana being the standout. At first, you think she's going to be the bully or rival that the school favors so much, but as it goes on, you find out she has a lot of depth to her character once you discover her backstory. It was the first series I saw where they do something 100% different with this idea. It's been tackled in other shows before, but it's done perfectly here. I also like some of the other side characters that Akko befriends, like Amanda, a tomboy who enjoys stealing as much as Sly Cooper, and Jasminka, who always eating something that even Cookie Monster will look at her and be like, "Good gosh, try slowing down a bit." Constance is another standout character to me. Beneath her cold exterior is an incredibly smart tech wizard witch. Her design is pretty simple, but her scenes are pretty amazing. She even has her own episode where we find out she has a secret workshop under the academy and the only way to access it is literally under her bed. Could it be like in Batman Forever where to enter the Batcave via chair is to say the word chair? Oh, and on another side note, Diana's pesky friends are named Hannah and Barbara. Get it? It took me a while to notice that. Back to Akko. I really like how relatable she is. Sure, she's the character with a heart of gold that we've seen so many times before, but she also has a personality. She can be impatient and selfish. However, she is so energetic and determined to fly a broom and do magic. Basically, a dreamer, but a good one nonetheless. These are the reasons she's one of my favorite characters.
One thing I should note is the relationship between Akko and Ursula, feeling a lot like their mother and daughter. I won't explain why for spoiler reasons, but you can tell that there is a genuine bond between them. Ursula is always there for Akko, who continues to struggle with magic. In one episode, when the Luna Nova staff considered expelling her, she puts her foot down and stands up for Akko, remarking that she's growing. You could say that this is a jab towards schools being unfair to disadvantaged students, but I'm getting off track. Back to you.
I guess I should talk about my favorite episodes. One is the episode where Lotte gets to meet the author of her favorite book series. What I really like about this episode is a lesson that I do feel needs to be addressed more often. The fact that your opinion matters more than anyone else when it comes to something you love. Like, if you're writing something you feel passionate about, then you shouldn't let anyone's opinion take that away from you. Another episode is possibly the funniest episode where Akko goes into Susie's mind and she sees so many personalities of her that she didn't expect. And she also finds out how Susie really feels about her, which I will not spoil because it's a really sweet moment. You really have to see it for yourself.
This is also where Studio Trigger shines in the animation department. The animation is outrageous, having a lot of energy and creativity. It's a trippy and hilarious episode because of that alone.
Another great one, which I mentioned before, is where Akko helps her classmate Constance build a flying boat. If you've ever seen Dexter's Lab, it's kind of like that, but it also does have a lot of good moments, especially the moments of Akko connecting with her. Also, if you love mecha anime, then this is definitely a real treat. With all the praise that I'm showering it, is there anything wrong with the show? Yes, but they're mainly nitpicks. I feel that Lotte and Susie aren't as supportive towards Akko, unlike, say, Ron and Hermione, who support Harry even in the worst situations. These two almost feel like they want nothing to do with Akko's schemes. They hardly show enthusiasm towards her plan to break into a party in one episode, so what's up with that? Another nitpick is the financial situation that Luna Nova is going through. Yeah, you know how the staff are having money troubles, but it doesn't seem to bother anyone else. Lastly, those troll comments that certain characters run into feel too clean. If you've run into actual trolls, their words are much harsher, but I'm getting off track. Overall, Little Witch Academia is full of fun, magical adventures, stunning visuals, memorable characters, and a great story with a nice twist near the end. In all honesty, this would be a great anime that kids can start with. I mean, it's no Studio Ghibli, but they are definitely better than most shonen anime that most people show their kids. I mean, my little cousin got into Demon Slayer, and he shouldn't be watching that in the first place. So, grab your broomsticks and fly away.